when you ask, if the trip changed or deepened you, like how could it not? To commit to so much joy and love and sharing and partnership and all those things, it makes you feel human in the best way possible.
Replaying it in my head, I think there were just a lot of micro moments that all culminated in this amazing experience that's relatively hard to put into words. So the first day of the build, I think, was relatively exciting and anxiety-inducing. Really getting out there at about 6:15, 6:30, and having that realization and moment of everyone coming together. It was all exciting and fun, and then you get there and it was this level set of, this is really real. This is really hard for these families to live in these conditions, but that going in and making a difference is going to mean so much.
The first day was all about, meeting the family, getting right into it, but most importantly, the foundation of the house. And I think that was, kind of an analogy for building a foundation for their life to come to.
The most challenging task definitely had to do with the environment itself and the rocks that you had to work with, the water table that you had to work with. You dig down just a few feet, and all of a sudden water just comes rushing up from the ground. You fill it with rocks, and there's still more water coming up, and you're always at battle with the world around you.
Before this trip, I used to think of myself as somebody who was quite handy, right? I come from a long line of builders. My father's a builder, my grandfather was a builder. Once we got to the build site, I realized that all the tools and things that I usually use were not gonna be there. It was only gonna be very lo-fi tool technology. And I soon realized that I wasn't actually as handy as I thought I was.
Super primitive tools that were amazingly smart, but just, again, were kind of a reminder of the difference of what we have access to in the US, of not even having a level, having to use this water level. I think that was some of the most challenging work.
The foundation posts were really some of the most difficult. It required breaking up concrete, digging deep holes, using a lot of physical strength to pound them into place. It was really challenging, I have to say.
There was that hardship that definitely brought a lot of character, made the experience a lot really worthwhile, because when you finally did it, it was just a complete success, and you just felt just joy at being able to overcome a lot of those hardships.
I had a really nice moment of reflection in the floor ceremony. Being able to go around this circle and kind of nail in the last piece of the flooring, and provide your wishes of what you hoped that she felt in the home.
And you see the faces of the families just light up, tear up, as they realize all these people are coming together and rallying together to help them. And there's just nothing but love and care in that environment.
What I learned from this whole experience was just how remarkable humans can be, and their ingenuity and their creativity. Just seeing how the families who live in the favelas, what they have to endure, but still just seeing their spirits and their happiness. And as much as we consider a favela not an ideal place, there's still something really remarkable about how these people created their own community, even with all the odds stacked against them.
The second day was all just about assembly, so we had to move large pieces of pre-assembled, prefabricated pieces of the house, like the roof, the sides, windows. And I remember at the end, everybody just started to get involved once the house was assembled to get it finished, to paint it, to put all the little accessories on it.
So the task that I enjoyed doing the most was definitely the painting. I am a designer, so to be fair, it definitely felt like it was something that was naturally in my wheelhouse. I actually ended up, without my knowledge actually, painting a few other of the Tayshoe houses too that were happening simultaneously. So I got, my hands very dirty with all the paint, and it was great. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, day one felt like very slow, and doing the foundation, I thought we were pacing appropriately. By the end of day two, it was a very strong reminder that we were a little bit behind.
I actually really enjoyed just how everyone just like found their task and they did it, and we just all were like encouraging each other and just like in it to win it. And it was just really awesome to see the whole team come together like that. And just be this like crazy machine. And we got it done just in the nick of time.
Being able to get the chance to not only just go in and do something with people that you work with, but get to really know those people from a real close working relationship. It really made you feel strongly like you're a part of the team in a way that's really profound. And the fact that you have something that's shared that you can take away together, even with just a small group of you, it's words can't describe how awesome it is. So.
One of the big takeaways I've had is, coming into it, there were most of the people who went on the trip I didn't actually know prior, and for me, at the end of the trip, after having spent that time with them, I said I couldn't have imagined the trip with anybody else than the people I went there with. The thing that I was most proud of was that no matter who they were, no matter where they came from, everybody contributed in such a positive way. Everybody put their heart and soul into the project, and it's the thing that I've always known about VidMob and just working in our day-to-day lives, that we all bring this egoless team effort to making VidMob amazing. But that's in the context of building a SaaS platform, advertising tech company. And to see people who I didn't know and immediately feel that bond with, and then to go and do something incredibly meaning like building a house for a family, it was far exceeded my expectations of VidMob people, which were already very high.
I personally, I have a fear of flying, so it was a big thing for me to be able to get down there and make that trip. Once I'm down there and I'm in the moment, I'm just like, I can't imagine not doing this. This is the most impactful thing that I've done in a very, very, very long time, and it's just so valuable that I would encourage anyone to do it.
I would love to just continue doing more to make a difference in people like Bruno's life, or just continue to have VidMob Gives be able to give back to as many people as possible.
I'm gonna look back on this trip as one of those profound moments in my life that I'll never forget. Yeah.
Pode ir? Vai. Bruna.